how they date, I don't want to sound funny, man, but there's certain cultures that allow their daughters to date older dudes, man, and they just be like, whatever. And I'm not going to say what cultures because people will get offended, but this is my anecdotal experience. First, let me go to the super chat real quick. And one thing that I want to do with this channel is I want to do real talk, and sometimes real talk is going to offend people. I don't ever want to offend people to a point where people feel like they're marginalized and left out. I don't want anybody to feel left out in this community.
He ain't getting insurance money or nothing, huh?
In my experience working in law enforcement and just being a human being. And a lot of times I see things where people aren't speaking out against it because we don't want to hurt people's feelings. And because we don't speak out against it, it just keeps perpetuating. It's very sad. And every day when I go to work and every day when I'm out there in this world, I see certain things that I don't like. And there's certain communities where it's acceptable and it's okay for daughters to be in relationships very young and to be in relationships with older guys. I'm not saying that they're okay with having 16-year-olds walking around with 10-year-old men. I'm talking about 13-year-olds messing with 20-year-old guys, 14-year-olds messing with 19-year-old guys. You know, 16 and 19, okay, they might be in the same high school. I'm not going to get mad at a 19-year-old kid. Maybe he should go a little bit better, but I'm not going to get mad at a 19-year-old kid. Like, and the reason why I say that, who's in the high school? Like, if my daughter, I have daughters. So if my daughter comes to me and she's 15, she has a 19-year-old boyfriend, and he's in the same school. I'm like, let me beat him, talk to the kid, but if he's in college already, then I got a problem, and I'm like,
because back in the day, that's what was accepted. You know what I mean? The old heads used to come snatch up the young girls from high school. Like, you got a car, I'm going with the old heads. Yeah, that's how it used to. That's how it was back in the day. Like, you had an old or young, like, yeah, I got this high school young girl. You know what I mean? But those niggas didn't think about it like, she was younger. I mean, niggas didn't really think.
If he doesn't want to listen to me, then I'll press charges on more on the chips ball when he fall. You know what I'm saying? Well, like, if they in the same high school, I wouldn't do that because as a professional, I understand that they grow.
Yeah. Nowadays, they put it, but back then it was like, let's go. Like, it was like a good thing. But even how you can put it in a movie?
But there's some cultures where maybe next to me, some year-old guy messing with a girl who's like 13, 14. That's crazy, man. But so why do I say that? It's like this guy is much older than this girl, and allegedly she tells her mom like, "Yo, I'm dating this guy, you're dating." So we don't even have any information in the like, so there's allegations out there that he might have been dating her when she was 11 years old. Like, why would you allow your 11-year-old daughter to like, you can't control your 14 and 15-year-old having an sex. I don't even try.
But they put it out there too.
For me, it's about open communication. Like, my daughter comes home. And all he was telling me how this boy trying to get their phone number. I understand. I can't stop these things from happening. So my strategy is to make them feel comfortable to come to me, so that I can guide them with the knowledge that I have.
They very bad. They love that. We went platinum or something.
My oldest is turning 18 in a month. My middle daughter is turning 14 in a month. You can control if an 11-year-old has a boyfriend. There's no excuses about that. You can 100% control if an 11-year-old has a boyfriend.
You know what's going on with your daughter at 11.
Yeah, I know. This is what I mean.
But the house, we
You
might be
might control that. But when you get
She
to outside that
and she not even going to the park by herself at 11 years old. So how the hell is a 16-year-old dating your 11-year-old?
school?
You probably won't know. But you know by how they act. Come on now. You know how they act in the crib. I'm like, dang, their parents be knowing that there's little girls and stuff. By the way, they just act and walk around and talk.
She should be studying in school. She should be sitting with her family and bonding with her family and learning herself. She should not be out there dealing with the stress.
We was young. We knew what girls is. Like, we know. Like, yeah, she's crazy. How did she get around her parents? She knows she talk crazy around her parents too. But yeah, No.
Great. Let's keep going. All right, I gotta skip that to a news source because my voice, I can't do that with my voice in my
Yeah.
mouth. I'm just too animated.
Or like
We're gonna get
running
back
away
to
from the
articles.
house,
We got
like
an audio.
you running away, you know she getting
Yeah,
dick
but
down.
she doing it.
Yeah. Like come on, she running away.
So I need to
This wasn't her first time running away from the house. That's why her parents didn't even care. They just don't want her to come back.
Supporting the channel, we appreciate you.
Like how you go missing for a year and your
Rabbit Hole
parents
has good
ain't on the
coverage on
cops
this.
every day? Like yo,
I can
missing.
check it out. I'm gonna check it out a little bit later.
She got a boyfriend named David.
Check
How many times y'all tell her that? You didn't tell the cops that until she got killed a year later.
So I could get all of the latest news on this bad boy. We appreciate you, Rabbit.
Yeah, you gotta make something, man.
All right, let's keep going.
A decomposed, currently unidentifiable dead body has been found in a car out in LA. Who was this car registered to? A famous singer. We're bringing out the second what becomes
They like put stars in those foreheads. Crazy.
Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. Okay, have you heard of David? Spelled with D4BD, 20-year-old singer, singles like Runaway, Life's a Dream, Here With Me, Feel It, Romantic Outside. You go on his YouTube channel, he's got over 2
You
million
don't need no boyfriend.
you
You ain't even worried about getting married.
2 million on Instagram.
You can have guys who are friends, but boyfriends you don't need that.
Nothing like October.
Like yeah, bring him. Some people come over here eat dinner with us and stuff. Y'all can be friends. You don't have
Tesla registered
Week
in Spain
6.
out in
I'm
LA.
Scott Hansen.
Yeah, found in an impound
Some
box.
big
to be more
games to
specific.
get to. We
Well, that
go
was
to
yeah, not bad.
Atlanta. The Falcons
Oh,
at
yeah,
home
yeah.
to take on the Buffalo
It's
Bills.
fun. Yeah, that's something just
When you've
fun to
got a
say.
running back like this, just let him do his thing. Bijan Robinson. From there, it's off to Tampa. Let's look in on the Buccaneers as they play host to the San Francisco 49ers. And this is Brandon Ayuk. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Niners are playing well. They improved to 5-1 with this victory. One more to bring you now. Let's go to Vegas, shall we? The Raiders taking on the Tennessee Titans. And it's the first running back taken in the draft, Ashton Genty. He's going to pull this one in, and then he sets his sights towards the end zone. 44 yards, and you can rack it up. It's a touchdown. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week right here on EA Sports. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the New York Jets.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, ready for another installment of the NFL International Series. And we are underway from North London. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Don't jump. Ready? 319. Gonna cut.
Fields going to throw right away. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Here we go. Good. Right. Go.
Going right back to Wilson. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. The Jets had a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And this is an offense that's #1 in the NFL in rushing, and you know that has to be the focus of any game plan defensively. But they can throw it, too, as evidence right there. And they move the chains here on this opening drive.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. To the air again, Fields. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. But you look at this Bronco defense.
They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago. And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Here we go.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Here we go. Green 19. Hey, can. Right.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And he'll find Hall. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 4.
Hey, can. Here we go. Green 19.
To throw is Fields. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Green 19.
Here's Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Now it's Nix. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. So no gain on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. When you talk about this Jets defense, right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that line between being aggressive and the ones that get you in trouble. The illegal contact, pass interference calls, they've got to make sure that they don't have those.
Here's Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sherfield. They've got his man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big pickup of 38.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To throw is Nix. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nix from the shotgun. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the Jets' 19-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. To throw, here's Nix. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Throwing Nix. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And the co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Off play action, Fields. Over the middle to Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
At the 38-yard line.
Here we go.
Now it's Fields. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Over 30 yards there, and first downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here we go. Go.
They'll run with Hall. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. You get down near the goal line, you need to start enlisting the help of all 11 guys on the defense. And that's a nice job there by the cornerback, squaring his shoulders and coming in to make the tackle.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Here we go. All right.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on third and goal from the 1. Back to throw, Fields. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in, incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on fourth and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Bronco defense comes up big. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here's 2nd and 7. Nix to the air. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They'll get 34 yards there.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Ready.
They'll go play action with Nix. This will be caught inside the 10. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. Did he get the feed down? Yes! Touchdown! Evan Ingram in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Lutz with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And all in all, pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Here we go, son.
A final shot before the break. Fields. He finds Wilson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Operating from the gun, Nix. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
319.
Here's Fields. This pass out wide to Hall. Now he's free to midfield. And down right around the 37. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. Now Fields. Now throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Here we go. It's 319. I got it. All right.
Fields now to throw. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Josh Reynolds, 37 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here and try to tie this football game. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoor them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here, 3rd and a yard.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles. with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points up on the board.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's first and 10.
EQ. 319. Tonight.
Fields. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a first and 10.
On first and 10, it's Hall. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Now 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Tonight.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now 21-7. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what will be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw is Nix. Completes it to Evan Ingram. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Nix. He's got him in, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Nix looking to throw again. A short throw to Ingram. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
Joe. Captain.
Now it's Nix. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Hold on, son. Ready.
Throwing Nix. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter.
2 yards on the pickup.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Here we go, son. 5:51, 12, go.
Play action. It's Fields. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Fields. Work in the middle of it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Following the fumble recovery, Nix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stephens. And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Folk connects on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. His throw incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Nix to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sutton. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 8 at the 31-yard line.
Nix from the shotgun. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
From the gun on third down, it's Nix. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Bombers. Chill.
They're going. It's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a fifth straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
9 yards. That's good for the Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
222.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Going right back to Wilson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
10 yards on the play. That's another Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw is Fields. Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
319,
Here's Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. 39 yards. And the Jets up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He was waving to him like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The pass complete to Ingram on the crossing route. 18 more yards there and another first down.
And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Nix to the air. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Incomplete.
Second and 10.
To second and 10.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Bombers.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Jets, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.